Hey guys, Tom from Lush Dollar here. Today I'm going to talk about the many survey companies that pay $100 plus per survey. This isn't per month, but per survey. Yes, there are companies that will pay you this much. You just need to know where to go. I know most surveys only pay 50 cents, $1, $2 at most, and it can be disappointing, but it is a way to earn money. So today, instead of focusing on these low-paying surveys, we're going to focus on the higher-paying ones. It is legit. As always, I'm straight to the point. I'm honest. I never recommend any scams. So with that being said, let's begin. First company I want to talk about is a company called respondentio. This is a little different than most of your survey companies because they focus a lot on webcam studies where you'll meet face to face. This isn't always the case. They do have surveys, but most of these surveys you're going to see on this dashboard last anywhere from 10 to 60 minutes. And as you can see, as I scroll down on the far right here, a lot of them pay well more than most survey companies. You see anywhere from 5 to 20. But as we continue, you will see some that pay north of $100. So for example, this one right here says if you work in human resources, and then you can read a little bit more. It says we are looking to speak with professionals within the HR, blah blah blah. If you feel you qualify for that survey, you will click on it and take a screener, just like surveys. Now with Respondent, you only get 3 screeners per 24 hours, so you have to use them wisely, because if you disqualify 3 times in that 24 hours, you have to wait the 24 hours. Now when you do a survey and you qualify, you can get paid via PayPal, but it's up to the researcher to mark your job as paid. So sometimes it can take up to 10 days, but worst case scenario, you will get paid within the 10 days. I like Respondent. It's on my list because if we go back to the dashboard, there's always new jobs being posted, and a lot of them pay $25, $50, $100. It just keeps going. I can load more at the bottom here. Check this one out. You can also filter on the side. If you're not comfortable with an in-person study or a webcam study, you can also filter by compensation, by the time, also by your audience. It's pretty easy to find ones that you do qualify for. It is free to sign up. Follow the link in the description. I'll put it there as well as the other ones I'm about to list here. Okay, number 2 on the list is userinterviews.com. This works just like respondent.io. You're going to create a profile, and then you're going to find projects that are of interest of you. As you can see here, they are pretty reputable as they launch more than 500 studies a month. They've worked with 40,000 plus participants, and the great thing is in less than a day, you usually can qualify for your first study. They do work with many well-known companies. Right here, you got Pinterest, Spotify, and so forth. So when you create an account, you're going to show up on a dashboard that looks something like this. And as you scroll around, you're going to see the many interview types. You're going to have online options, over-the-phone options, as well as in-person options. Shows you how much you're going to make, how long it's going to take, as well as a study. This one would be a webcam. This would be a phone. Again, if you don't want the phone, you can go over here and click online, in person, or whatever option you would like. Scrolling down, there are many $100 plus options. This one, if you are as a fuel desk manager, you can make $250. This one's a business research study for $100, and then you can click on that link for more information and to qualify. Some of them can be pretty specific, but you can make 25 or 50 with some of the broader options here. So if you're even an online seller, you have a store of sort, and you sell on Amazon, this person wants to pay $175. So this company is like Respondent. They will pay you once you are confirmed. Each researcher is in control. So once they confirm you and you're listed as paid, it can take up to 10 business days to get paid. The next one I wanted to mention really quick was Swagbucks. This one I didn't really want to put in this video, but I wanted to show it to you really quick. If you're part of the program, they do have surveys that come close to $100 sometimes, but what happens is that you're going to have to be quick. You're going to have to keep refreshing, and as you can see on my screen here, one did pop up when I was doing this video, and this is a 10-minute survey. It's going to pay $30 with the bonuses. That's if you can get into it. I see a lot of these pop up, and I've seen them range anywhere from $40 to $50, $60. I have made almost $100 in these focus groups. They are rare, but a lot of the surveys on here are going to be in the sweet spot, 100 to 250, sometimes 50. But if you can get on these bonus days when everything turns purple and has a plus sign next to it, you can make $10, $15 a day doing these surveys. Again, this isn't the best option, but it's one of the better options for surveys, not so much to make $100 per survey, but it can happen where you can get pretty close. You just have to refresh, and you're going to have to look for these bigger Swagbuck deals. They can pop up. The next one I'm going to mention here is mindswarms.com. This is similar to that, a respondent and user interview. So with this one, what's going to happen is you're going to get a short survey, usually up to 7 questions, and you're going to have to respond using your face. Now, you don't have to talk with someone live. Instead, they'll ask you a question saying, what do you think of this website? And you'll just have to hop on and talk to the webcam or your phone and tell them your thoughts out loud. So this is a little different than, say, your Swagbucks or your traditional survey sites where you have to point and click. The thing about MindSwarms is that they don't necessarily pay $100 per survey, but they do pay up to $50 and sometimes more. But the sweet spot is that $10 to $50 range here, as they said in the frequently asked questions. I just wanted to mention it because it is one of the higher paying ones. Also, aside from using your laptop and desktop, you can also use your Apple or Android smartphone device as long as it has a web camera, because remember, you have to put your face on screen whenever you answer a question, unlike most surveys where you point and click. They do have a frequently asked questions. Again, this is all linked in the description to learn more about these companies I am mentioning. Another one that can pay well more than $100 per survey is focusgroup.com. This is one of my favorites. I've used them a couple times. And here you can make money participating online, over the phone, or in person. The in-person ones usually pay the most, but you don't have to go in person. You can participate online or over the phone, as I mentioned here. When you do sign up, it looks a little outdated, but I promise you they do pay. It's a very reputable focus group company. And as you can see, as I scroll through here, there are some high paying ones. For example, this one right here is the tobacco usage scheduling that'll pay $625. Obviously, you probably have to use tobacco, but $625 is a lot of money for a focus group. And if we continue to scroll down, as you can see, more pay well more than 100. Tobacco products, again, $50 to $575. And these continue to update every day. So if you log in, you can see these updating, as well as if you sign up for their email notifications, they'll send you survey invites. And it works just like the other surveys. You'll just have to log in, qualify, and if you do, you just follow the steps to get paid. Survey Squad, powered by focusforward.com. This is another one that works like focusgroup.com, the one I just mentioned there. They're open to everybody, consumers, business professionals, medical professionals, you name it. As long as you're 18 or older, you can sign up and log in. It only takes about a minute to join, and once you do, you're going to hit a profile page like this. In the beginning, they do want you to create a profile to learn more about you. This isn't mandatory to start looking at projects. But then what you're going to see on your left-hand screen is that they continue to add big projects every hour, 2 hours a day. And the cool thing about a lot of these surveys and focus groups that they post are very, very broad. So if we look right here, trying to look your best for a night out, get paid $150 on a styling group. Cookout, ready for cookout weather. This is a condiment group that pays $225. See if you qualify. You can follow these links that are listed on their Twitter. I highly recommend following their Twitter and signing up because they'll email you as well. This is a great one that pays more than $100 a most of their surveys. And as I mentioned, they are broad, and that means you can qualify for more than some of the other ones that I've mentioned here. The last one I mention here is called findfocusgroups.com. This isn't a focus group that provides the focus group to you. Instead, they're a search engine of sorts. They find the focus groups out there that you can qualify for. So what you can do is you can search by the city you live in or the state. And if you were to click on the state, for example, I live in Arizona. This is what shows up near the top. If I wanted to stay local, these are my local options here. But the cool thing is they do nationwide groups as well. So if I scroll down and below the nationwide paid focus groups, I can see everything from the pay to who they're looking for, as well as when it was added. So if we go down to this technology one that sounds interesting to me, pays $100. It was added today and it's nationwide. And then if I click on that link there, it's going to take me to a page that tells me a little more about it. So this is very simple. We have a $100/150 online opinion study regarding technology taking place next week. Pays $100 for 60 minutes, $150 for 2.5 hours. I click here to apply, and when I click on it, it's just going to take me to this page where I'm just going to fill out all of this information and submit it. Once I get to the end, it'll probably ask me for contact information. If they're interested in my demographics, then they will contact me and I will get paid, usually by the group. They forwarded it to me. Again, Find Focus Groups isn't going to pay you. Instead, they're going to show you where the focus groups are. Highly recommend you bookmark it. It's a great site that's updated with hundreds of focus groups weekly, and I guarantee you can find one that you can maybe qualify for. As you can see, there's plenty of options that can make you 100 plus per, sometimes more. For example, you go back, you can make $600 if you're a tobacco user. These surveys and focus groups update daily, so if you bookmark these and keep checking in, there's no reason you can't make 100 plus on these surveys. Just do 1 or 2 a month and you can make $200. You're not going to be able to quit your day job, but it's an option. All these companies that I mentioned are 100% legit. I only recommend things I would use. I don't push products. I don't spam you with a stupid intro. I just tell you as it is. Check out lushdollar.com for more reviews like this and money-making ventures and other ways to be smart with your money. Until next time.